Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of ICC What to Watch, where we break down the European football matches you absolutely can't miss this weekend. I'm your host, Chris Murch. What a weekend it was in world football. You had multiple goal records being shattered in the Premier League, like most combined goals in one day with 21 on Saturday, and most goals per game on average for the weekend. In Spain, you had Real Madrid's debut. PSG thrashed Nice thanks to the return of Mbappe and Di Maria. Son and Kane for Spurs are looking like one of the most dangerous duos in the game right now. Everton and Liverpool look very dangerous, and Bayern are going to be borderline unbeatable all season in the Bundesliga if healthy. It was also perhaps one of the best weekends for American footballers in Europe ever. You had 17-year-old wonderkid Gio Reyna starting and scoring his very first Bundesliga goal for Borussia Dortmund, Weston McKennie starting for Juventus, Chris Richards playing for Bayern Munich, Tyler Adams starting for RB Leipzig, and there are huge transfer rumors of Sergiño Dest heading to either Barcelona or Bayern Munich. It's so awesome to see for us Americans used to heartache and a lack of European presence for their players. Let's now take a look at the top 3 matches you absolutely can't miss on this weekend's European football schedule. First, let's head over to Italy with AS Roma versus Juventus. Two powerhouses of Italian football facing off against each other in week 2 of the season. This match will be huge for both as they try to start the season off on the right foot. Juventus looked dangerous in their first match under Andrea Pirlo. They were aggressive all around and had a ton of chances at net. Defense was also solid as Sampdoria couldn't get in the box and had 15 shots but only 1 on target. The debuts of Dejan Kulusevski and Weston McKennie were also positive and look for their continued impact. Roma, on the other hand, failed to even net a goal against Verona. Then, if that wasn't bad enough, they fielded an ineligible player in Amadou Diawara and were given a 3-0 loss by Serie A as punishment. Sucks. They're also without Edin Dzeko and will be without Nicolo Zaniolo this season, so there's a bit of adjustment needed in their attack. Still, despite the early season turmoil, this is a Roma side with tons of talent and the ability to beat anyone in Serie A on any given match day. 3 points against Juve would be huge to start their season, so look for an aggressive approach. Be sure to tune in at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Sunday afternoon on ESPN+. Next, let's head over to England in the Premier League with Leicester City versus Manchester City. The best EPL matchup this weekend features 2 teams coming off nice wins and 2 teams that finished top 5 last season, but still have a lot to prove. Leicester is coming off a stinger of a late season slump that saw them bow out of the top 4 in the league, which they were in for the majority of it, meaning only a Europa League bid this year. Manchester City fell way behind Liverpool in the EPL last season and had a stunning loss in the UCL quarterfinal to Lyon that saw them crash out early again. With new signings such as Ferran Torres and Nathan Ake getting acquainted and the usual suspects of Kevin De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, and others still stalking the pitch, Man City needs to come out and prove they can still be the favorites to win the Premier League. The Foxes need to prove that they can continue to be a top-tier team within the top flight. A ton of implications at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on Peacock. Last, let's head over to Spain with Barcelona versus Villarreal. Oh man, what a summer for Barcelona. From transfer controversy surrounding Lionel Messi, the turmoil of the board, COVID-19 negatively affecting finances, a manager being sacked, longtime players leaving the club, and the potential fire sale of some young players, this has been a traumatic session for Barcelona fans and personnel alike. All of this news, and they have yet to even play their first match of the season. Well, starting Sunday, we will see what a new-look Barca squad can do in La Liga, and if they can still compete for the title against a tough Villarreal side. Barcelona still has some of the most expensive players in the world in Messi, Griezmann, Coutinho, and Ousmane Dembele. All of them need to stay healthy and show up consistently for Barcelona to even be close to a title this season, especially with clubs like Atletico and Sevilla continuing to rise in the ranks. For Villarreal and their new manager Unai Emery, they have tied and won their first 2 matches, with a deadly attack featuring Gerard Moreno, Take Kubo, Paco Alcacer, and Chukwueze, and more. Barca will have their hands full Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on beIN Sports. A quick bonus match to mention, since the EPL usually has Monday fixtures now, is the rematch of last month's Community Shield, Arsenal versus Liverpool. 2 of the giants of world football and 2 teams both 2-0 in league play. Who's going to take 3 points? Thanks for joining, everyone, and don't forget to check out our other original programming, such as Around the ICC with Kevin Egan, The Fixture with Meg Linehan, EPL Insights with Michael Tomer, and more at internationalchampionscup.com. And be sure to follow us at International Champions Cup on Instagram and Facebook, and at INT Champions Cup on Twitter. We'll see you next week.